Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And guys, let me tell you, I am extremely excited about XRP. I have seen so many comments of people saying, oh, but Dusty, it looks bearish. Oh, but Dusty, this, that. Let me tell you guys right now, if I ever cared about what other people thought about the cryptos that I hold, I would have sold XRP at 22 cents. I am telling you guys this because it happened to me so many times. And again, I want you all to understand that other people's opinions in the crypto space literally do not matter. If you want to hold a specific crypto and I'm telling you not to, don't listen to me. If I'm telling you to buy a certain crypto but you don't want to, don't listen to me. It's all about what you want because only you can do what's right for you. Ultimately, right? And again, a little fun story about my own personal experience is that when XRP just got sued, I had a conversation with one of my best friends in the entire freaking world. And he begged me to sell, he went to sell his own XRP, and he begged me to sell my XRP. The price was 22 cents at that time. You know what the problem is, guys? Even though I am extremely bullish on XRP, I'm just completely honest with you guys, the pressure of a close friend begging you to sell something because it's going to be over. Sometimes it clouds your logical judgment. It clouds your long-term vision. It clouds your idea of what you really know to be true. Because ultimately, all these things are relative and nothing is actually certain. With XRP, the same thing applies. I've seen so many people throughout these years be bullish. And sometimes it feels like they're all liars because they've said it's bullish, so why does it take so long? The thing is, guys, none of us really know exactly when it will pop off. We all just speculate one of these days could be the day, or some new developments happen which makes it more bullish in the bigger factor of things. But then again, the lift off in terms of price, nobody is gonna, let's say about 1% of the people will accurately predict it, of which 99% of those guys who predict it right are gonna be lucky. But let's put as a baseline, nobody can actually predict when. The only thing we can do, guys, is just buy in anticipation following the risk to reward assessment. And in my own personal mind, that 22-cent sell would have been the worst decision in my life by far. Not because of the money I would have lost, no. Because my average XP price is way lower than 22 cents. Because of the opportunity cost, a little bit, but mostly because of the psychological pressure that I just sold a coin that's going to do so many X. I don't know how many, but some crazy return. That pressure would have really just stopped my momentum. And it's really the momentum that you need to succeed in the crypto space. I tell this to a lot of people. It's not only about buying the right crypto and actually making a ton of money. It's also sometimes about picking a crypto that you really believe in, holding on, and getting the spirit of something that's about to happen. I don't know if that's the best way to put it, but I think that really sums up the idea rather well. Sometimes knowing a thing is going to do good gets you momentum to buy more of it or buy other things that are akin to it or just kind of get you hyped up and get you excited about the future. It's the future vision that a lot of these people who sell at a dip lack. They don't have future perception. They don't think about the long term. They don't think about utility. They don't think about how far something could go. They think about quick money, quick cash. And ultimately, guys, I don't think a lot of those guys will make it very far in the crypto market. If you are a long-term crypto hodler, press that like button and comment down below, say yes. Why do I want to see those yeses? Because, guys, I have a way better bond, and I notice I want my community to be filled with people who see crypto for the longer term, not just a quick little way to make some money. If you see it that way, it's also fine, but I don't think we're on the same page. And my news and the stuff that I cover on this channel is mostly for people who think that this technology is groundbreaking, or rather, that people can really go from being, a couple $1,000s worth to a couple tens of millions worth in due time. If that's not your mindset, and that's really mine, I don't think we're on the same page. Can you watch my stuff? Yes, but I think we're on different wavelengths altogether. I'm just quickly letting you guys know, my vision is so crazy for crypto, it would scare a lot of people off. And that's because I understand technology so well, and I know how groundbreaking this stuff is. Sorry for the rant, guys, but it was necessary. I see too many comments down there saying, oh, but only if the price only started moving. You think I care about the 2, 5, 10% rises? Oh, no. 10,000%. Is that a lot? It's okay. I think it's a start. Yeah, that's just kind of my summary here of the long-term vision that a lot of people lack. I really want to make some dedicated videos to that too, but I don't think people will really like it. Just the mindset and the kind of the thought process that went into me getting into crypto and what kept me going for so many years now, guys. I've been with it from the start. A lot of you people don't know. I've been with crypto for so freaking long. And I started doing the YouTube like all day long since somewhere 2017, I think. I've made my first crypto video, I think sometime 2016. We've been doing this for 4.5 years, maybe 5 years almost straight. It's crazy, but you see a lot of different things in that time. All right, let's move on to a new subject though. Crypto strategist says XRP looks bullish. Traders are sleeping on 2 overlooked alts. Again, articles like this I've seen 1,000 times. How often are they right? Not that often. To be honest with you, Credible Crypto as well has been wrong very often. The thing is, when he says bullish, people listen. And sometimes it's that momentum of, okay, a person says it's bullish that gets people going, gets them to hold long enough and actually make a ton of freaking money. You don't see a time frame here for when it's going to pump. He's just calling out a couple of coins like Curve and PancakeSwap, whom are decentralized exchanges, which again, have a lot of potential in them. Why? Why am I saying that myself? Uniswap, Curve, PancakeSwap, Ava, all pretty solid right now, mostly because China is looking for new ways to put their money into crypto. And I think all of them might do really well, like I said last video. All right, so again, take it from Dusty here as well. Decentralized exchanges right now are a very huge pick. And if you've been a subscriber on Patreon, you know that I'm really a big guy on PancakeSwap. Moving on, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to do timestamps for this video, guys. I'm putting the times in my notepad, but I'm not sure if I'm going to fill everything. If not, I'll put the times down below, and you guys put the timestamps down below in the comment section. I'll put them in. Still waiting for my Songbird. Little quick notification. I still didn't get my Songbird either. If you didn't get it, too bad. On BITRUE, I believe we got it, but on the majority of other platforms, nah. Just a very slow thing. Will they give it out eventually? Maybe, but it's a slow process, and that's the way they made it, because a lot of these guys say it's not officially live, it's not officially clear, so they're waiting. Like, I don't know. Some of those exchanges said we're waiting a little bit to see if everything clears up. I guess maybe in the near future we'll see more exchanges adapt it. Not sure, but I'm not sure if I would call it robbery or just bad service, because from an exchange perspective, you got to understand they need to see some benefit in supporting it, and if they think the cost outweighs the benefit, or there's a risk to investors, or it's just an airdrop that didn't get proper authorization from the higher ups. What can they do, right? It's not a simple process to list a coin like that. It's not a simple process to give coins to everybody like that. It most likely costs tens of thousands of dollars to actually get it done. It's most likely really quite difficult. So please don't say, oh, exchanges are bad for not doing that. There's most likely some bigger thoughts behind not doing it, because of course, they'd rather give out all the airdrops to their customers because, again, the happier customers are, the more money that these exchanges earn. So most likely, it's a very well thought out business decision not to, or they just don't know it exists. It's either of the two, right? I'm not sure which one, and I can't really quote on that too much because, again, we do not know. Moving on, XRP is a freaking beast. Many just don't even know it yet. Let that sink in for a little second, right? I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Let that sink in. Rand Nooner said, they are so desperate to find money, they are looking to tax everything. Little fun thing to kind of understand here is that one of the newest proposals that came out a couple of months ago already, actually. Months ago. Let's put it at months. Whenever it's like 4 months, you guys say, Dusty, you can't use couple. Okay. Months ago, Yellen said that unrealized capital gains are going to be income, or basically unrealized capital gains are going to be taxed in the same way that realized capital gains are. And if you can have a net loss or an unrealized net loss, you can see that as a deductible, basically as a cost. But that unrealized capital being income might actually be one of the worst things for crypto ever, because that basically means if you made money in the stock market, if you made money in crypto, you don't actually have to cash it out to already be kind of accredited with the money or the loss. So people will basically speculate a lot less, because if you bought Bitcoin at $100,000 and it's all of a sudden worth $200,000 and you haven't sold, you still have to pay capital gains tax on the $100,000 that you made, even though you actually didn't really make it yet. And the same thing goes for if you have basically gotten your $100,000 in, it went to 50K, you all of a sudden have a $50,000 unrealized capital loss, basically, that you get taxed back from, basically, that you have to kind of put into your administration, which might mess up your entire freaking scheme. It just might be very freaking annoying, that coming in. And it's something which has been proposed and thought out pretty much already. So make sure you understand that might be coming in. A lot of people are opposed to it, though. Some heavy people are opposed to it. Somebody says this is why I invest 100% in gold, because there are no gains. That's pretty funny little meme. Stephen shared, are you joking? Or are you just miserable liars? SEC Gary Gensler, you say the Ethereum blockchain has been developed and built for years. Have you visited their website just once? Have you done anything other than take bribes? You are a disgrace. I'm not going to say that they are, bad in that sense. I'm just saying the SEC is saying that any platform that's not fully developed just quite yet might still be ongoing with the security sale is actually pretty hypocritical, because Ethereum literally said that Ethereum 2.0 is basically just Ethereum upgraded piece by piece, because again, they've always wanted to and always expected that upgrades were going to be necessary to increase and help out the platform. So now quoting that Ripple is still basically upgrading or becoming better, while Ethereum isn't, even though literally on the Ethereum website, literally ethereum.org, it says so, and they can basically confirm that from all these Joe Lubin videos. That's kind of hypocritical, kind of strange. I don't really get that. But again, it's SEC stuff, right? It's really ununderstandable. So, Alibaba to stop selling crypto mining machines in China, or amid China's crypto crackdown. Long story short, yeah, Alibaba was selling some of these crypto miners. They can't do it anymore because of China not being too happy with all of that. So basically, any company messing around with all of the crypto stuff would definitely get into some big trouble. So that's pretty sad. Yeah, too bad. The measure will be taken into effect starting October 8th, which also covers tutorials and software related to cryptos. I didn't really fully grasp the situation of that one, by the way. Tutorials of how to use this stuff is also considered bad over there now. I didn't fully understand that just quite yet, but I just guess everything that's software related, or even like a tutorial on some sort of platform, is now considered to be a crypto sort of service, which cannot be done by any public listed company or any people for that matter anymore. It's interesting. It's very strange, but it's very interesting nonetheless, right? That a country just wants to do that to really get the full power over it. Then Coinbase has a 29% upside, as the exchange is the flag bearer of the crypto economy, JP Morgan says. Again, a very interesting thought to kind of keep in your mind. Coinbase stock has 29% upside from its current price as the flag bearer of crypto economy, JP Morgan Securities said. It's something to kind of think about as well. Coinbase right now is definitely the market leader and everything like that. And the amount of money that they invest and the amount of market percentage that they have, it's really quite staggering. So from that perspective alone, there's a lot of potential in Coinbase stock. But I would personally just have, if I had to make a choice, I would hold it for the longer term as well, knowing that Coinbase is just going to keep growing. It might have a couple of big hits, though, as crypto regulations are going to come in, and Coinbase might eventually get sued for something, like, for example, XRP, if XRP turns out to lose the lawsuit, or some other crypto that might lose eventually. Coinbase might get a couple of lawsuits from that, which might be annoying, but ultimately they'll survive everything. If you were to ask me, it will be fine. But that might be, an intermediary. Then Revolut, which I personally use as a banking app, to reportedly launch their own crypto token. Pretty cool. Don't know too much about it. Don't really care too much about it. I'm not exactly sure how they're going to get past any sort of regulatory body, which they're trying to do right now in the UK's SEC. Not sure yet, but I guess we'll see as more information comes out on this. I just wanted to quickly share it with y'all. Crypto investments in China picking up steam despite ban. Again, a very logical consequence. Whenever you ban something, people's interest in it gets a lot larger, specifically when you're doing something like crypto, which should give power to the people. Now that Bitcoin is kind of illegal, or the trading of it is mostly illegal in China, a lot of people want it, right? And investments, of course, in these crypto companies and whatnot, they're increasing still as people know there's money to be made and freedom to be found. So, as I've said before, a ban, specifically of crypto that's supposed to be unbannable, sometimes can have some converse effects. Then again, China's pretty strict, right? Because the entire country has such a big crackdown, basically, that if you're doing some services or buying or selling, basically, it's a lot easier to find out that you're doing that over in China than almost anywhere around the world. Because even though there's a lot of people there, there's also so many overseeing that stuff. And the fact that so much stuff is properly regulated and heavily regulated, it's a lot easier for them to check everything than it were to be over in the US. Even though the US might have more advanced software for it, I don't really know. It's like, in the US, there's so many things which are completely free to do, and there's so much more freedom in that sense. Even in the European Union, it's pretty simple to do a lot of this stuff, even if it were to be banned, rather than in China, because, Google, YouTube, all that stuff has already been banned. It's so kind of on their own already, that using things outside of China is, I think, a lot easier found out than over in Europe, for example, where, again, everything is kind of allowed. So if they ban one thing, it's a lot easier to kind of go and bypass it, if you were to ask me.